Hi, good morning all, and thank you so much for joining today's exclusive webinar. My name is Ashish. So I welcome all our investors who have joined into this webinar and the second day of the year. Let's talk about ProTerminal is what and how you can create the option strategies with our option strategy builder. So that is a core topic. Along with that, what are the key features of ProTerminal and how you can get benefited depending upon your requirement. Right. So before I proceed further, I would like to have a quick poll again from all our investors who are watching right now. First, I would like to know, are you aware about our advanced trading platform ProTerminal? So this poll is on your screen now. It will be on for next 20 more seconds. You simply have to select yes or no and click on submit. And here are the results. So still about only 40% customers are aware about our ProTerminal platform and 60% customers are not aware. So definitely we will tell you these details, what is this ProTerminal all about. But prior to that, I would like to understand what type of investor you are. Are you a smart investor or you are a smart trader? Investor in the sense, are you looking out for a lot of information, stock specific, industry specific, and making a long-term views on that, or maybe mid-term, or you are a trader who wants to take the short-term volatility benefit. So this poll will be on your screen now. Again, this poll will be on for next 10 more seconds. So this is quite interesting. The numbers are coming interesting and fluctuating the moment people are submitting their answers. Okay. Oh, fantastic. So I'll just close it. And here are the results. So about 36% of the customers who are watching right now are investors and about 64% customers are trader. So now let's begin how this ProTerminal would be beneficial for investors or knowledge seeking investors as well as traders, right? So I'll quickly share my computer screen. ProTerminal is an advanced trading platform. We have multiple trading platforms for the beginners. We have mobile app and Empowered, which is our standard login. And for advanced customers, we have a ProTerminal desktop version as well as ProTerminal mobile app. Right. So now let me share my screen so that I can show you the ProTerminal interface, how you can log into this. All right, so here is my screen. Right, you can see my screen now. Right, this is website www.hdfcsec.com. On that, you need to click on login. Once you click on login, then this page will appear. You simply need to enter your login credentials and click on login now. Now this login which you see right now, this is a standard login or Empowered login. And at the last, you can see the option of ProTerminal, right? So now coming back to the question that for our advanced investors, how ProTerminal can be beneficial. As you might have a lot of questions in your mind, see, you do get real-time notification. Hindalco industry shows a huge increase in open interest, Eicher Motors and so on. So it comes on real time and you can see the speed of that information which has been popping out. It is quite interesting, right? And very quick. So first thing is that the question that comes to most of the investors' mind, how does the stock is what about this industry and should I buy this or not? So for that, let me tell you, our ProTerminal have a health indicator, right? So health indicator, I'll tell you, if you're searching for any stock, say for example, if you're just searching for ACC, you simply click on it, and the moment you click on it, you can see the health indicator of all the stocks out here. See, because with HDFC Securities research, we are limited to about 200, 250 stocks, which are covered under our research. But ProTerminal gives you health score of all the stocks which are there. So you simply have to search it on 25 fundamental parameters. The health score have been arrived. Now, in order to see these details information in detail, you need to click on financials. And here you can see the first option as health. You click on it and you will see that on 5 fundamental parameters, that is value, growth, past, quality and dividend, it has been rated as 44. Right, and the moment you click on any of them, the further 5 parameters will get open where it has been qualified or where it has been not qualified. And the beauty of entire ProTerminal is that it says the color coded language. Wherever you find something in red, that means that's a negative sentiment or a negative news. Whenever you see something in green, that's a positive one, and in gray is neutral, neither positive nor negative. Right? And this company is having a score of 44. Similarly, you can see the score rating is available out here. Any stock which is between 0 to 20 is considered to be fair, 21 to 40 considered to be good, 41 to 60 very good, 61 to 80 excellent, 81 and above perfect. On that grounds you get the information. Right now, not only this, the best part is that ProTerminal is also a hub of news which you get across the country, and also other broker consensus. So here we are checking out on a micro level, that is on a stock level. So you were thinking to purchase this stock, you wanted to know how does this stock look like. So you simply enter the stock details and you saw the health score. Health is 44. Now you want to know what other brokers are talking about this stock. So for that you need to click on news. In this section you will see real-time news which are coming, and basis the news, the price movement, you can see this chart over here and the trending and latest news over here. This column represent the recommendations. So you expand it. This will say that MK, Centrum and ISEC have been given a buy call for the stock, and about analyst Kunal Bothra and Manas Jaiswal was talking about selling. So what other brokers are saying and what analysts are saying, all that information also you get it in this recommendation page. So other broker consensus you receive on an individual stock level, wherever it may be from. The ProTerminal pulls out the details, whether it's a tweet, whether it's coming from some third-party website, or it is coming from Money Control, or it is coming from NSE, BSE, from wherever the information comes in, ProTerminal pulls out about that particular stock and put it in this format for you. So news will appear here, recommendations will appear here. So on a micro level, you get the information. Right? That's 2. Number 3, you want to know, apart from ACC, what their peers are doing, their competitors are doing. Is there any better scope out there? So for that, you need to click on just peers, and this is how the peer details would be displayed. Quality versus value, value versus growth, quality versus growth. So right now it is quality versus value. So it has been 4 quadrant: fair quality undervalued stock, excellent quality undervalued stock. So this quadrant tend to outperform because the quality is excellent, but it is undervalued right now. And then similarly, excellent quality and overvalued, and fair and overvalued, fair quality and overvalued stock tend to underperform. That might happen. So this quadrant is what you should look after. So here when you click, you got to know that, okay, Ramco Cements can be a better option, or maybe JK Cement can be a better option. So this can help you to take more informed decision, right? Similarly, how it can be beneficial for investors, as I've already informed about the news, that's on a micro level. There is another option of news on a macro level, and this news you can get in equities, currency, global market, and even on your portfolio level. So first let me show you equities. So the moment you click on equities, here you would see the streaming and the news of all the whatsoever happening in the industry across the country. The real-time basis, you can see the news would be displaying, and from where it has been taking up, all the details would be displayed, and the tweets would be displayed this side. Now here are the recommendations from other brokers, and this timeline is past 24 hours. HDFC Securities is saying Indian Bank, Anand Reddy is saying by Container Corp of India, Kotak Securities saying Times, Technopast, Crisil is saying Kolte Patil Developers. And in analysts, we have a huge list out there. Kunal Bothra is saying buy Airtel, Bharti Airtel. Kunal Bothra is again saying buy Bank of India, State Bank of India. And the moment you click on it, it will immediately take you to that tab from where that information have come up. So you see this is real time and quick. All that details you get it in ProTerminal. Now on, you no need to go on a third-party software or a third-party website to check the details. Everything you get it here, right? So this was again a news on a macro level across the country, what's happening, you get to know. Micro level on a stock specific, you get to know. And if you are interested to know what's happening within your portfolio, you click on your portfolio and see what recommendations are given on your portfolio, you can click on it. Right now in this portfolio there are no much stocks, so that is the reason the news, and there is no recommendations which is there in this the stocks which are there in this portfolio, there are no recommendations, so that is the reason it is blank. But in your scenario, when you check your account, you can definitely see if those are recommended, if there is any recommendations in the market. Right, so news again and recommendations on macro level, country level, then on micro level, then on your portfolio level. Right, then you also get screeners, like say for example, if you're looking out for some dividend yielding stocks or some blue chip stocks, we have a screeners available. You click on it. The moment you click on income screener, you will get dividend yield, blue chip stocks, and dogs of index. You click on dividend yield and just click and maximize here. You will get to know all the stocks that have been given good amount of dividend out here, which is greater than the industry average. So Chennai Petroleum have given 6.22. However, the industry average is also the same. However, Hindustan Petroleum have given 6.71, wherein the industry average was 6.2. Indian Oil have given 15%, 15.32. However, the industry average is 6.2. All the three same companies, and that is the reason same industry average. Similarly, you see for Coal India, these are the details, and you can accordingly bifurcate, and you can you can take your call, and right from here you can buy. So now no need to wait for phone calls, long waiting phone calls, or unable to connect to your RM. You can simply come to ProTerminal and you can put in your details and you can check and take an informed decision, right? Similarly, for blue chip stocks, if you're looking out, you click on it and you can see what rationale they have been found before selecting these stocks. Blue chip stocks are all whether stocks that have proven track record over the years, financially sound companies, and quite insulated from the economic cycles. Formulas you can see on what on the market cap wise, on the average return on equity wise, PE ratio wise, all these details have been taken care while creating this. So you can take more informed decision in this way. So this is how it will be helpful for the advanced investors. We just saw the polls, and in that about that percentage of customers who have selected they are smart investors. So in this way, ProTerminal will help you on. Right? Health score, portfolio news, your recommendations by other brokers, micro level news, peer comparison, and screeners. Right? Now let's talk about our advanced traders, as in the percentage was about 70% were advanced traders. I'm sure they are waiting to know what is in it for them in ProTerminal. Let's understand. First and most important thing, we have advanced watch list. Now this watch list is having 150 parameters to edit and make as per your requirement. Here is the edit column. You click on it. And here you can see under equities, description wise, price wise, trading wise, these are the options available. What exactly are you looking out for? Do you want health score to be a part of it? You can select health score. Right? You want to know the LTP, you want to know the 6-month change, you want to know the previous close, whatever the details that you want, you can select it from here. Similarly for futures and similarly for options, as per your requirement, you can select it. Right? The moment you select it, this is how it will display. Right? And now once this is displayed, you can even just drag and drop. If you want to know, if you're unable to see few columns and you want those columns to be ahead, you can drag and drop, and similarly you can see. Right? And you can the moment you click on any of them, you can sort also along with that. So if you want to see out of this watch list how many are on day high, so this is how this will be displayed. And not only that, if you want to add any filters onto it, so you want to see the stocks whose LTP is greater than 1,000 rupees, this is how it will be displayed. Or you want to filter and you want to see the change percentage which is greater than 2%, how many stocks are there, or 1% change since morning. So these are the stocks which are there, 1% change. So this kind of advanced customized watch list is available. And also it is having predefined watch list, like indices watch you can keep, NSE equity, BSE equity, NSE futures, Bank Nifty, you can keep Bank Nifty as your watch list. And the beauty is that you can keep Bank Nifty out here as index tracking also. So the above two index tracking tools are there. Here you can keep the indices that you want to track as per your requirement. So I've kept Bank Nifty and I'm tracking the Bank Nifty stocks out here, and then can take some more informed decision. right? Then we have advanced charting tool. People do spend about 15 to 20,000 rupees to get the charting tools, and then they do analysis over there and then come back and then do a trading. But here, this one advanced trading platform is having charting tools, as well as you can buy and sell right from here. It is also having exclusive 89 studies in this. So earlier we were having limited studies, but now we have increased it with 89 studies, wherein you can add 5 studies at a time and you can analyze the stock and you can take your decision. And the best part is that whatever studies that you apply, you can save it and you can download you can export in Excel, and it will be there even for your next searches as well. So it is not like that if you close it next time it will go, it will still be there. That's again the best part. Normally in regular software that it goes away when you restart it. So from here you can close it if you do not want it. If you want to close it, you have to manually close it. If you are not closing it, it will be saved by default, right? And these are the real-time chart, and you can buy or sell from the chart itself, right? Then we have Radar. Radar is again a tool wherein you can actually analyze a market on a macro level, and under the equity segment, in the cash segment, what has been happening. You can see this is primarily for equity stocks. It has been taken care 9 bullish parameters and 9 bearish parameters. And on that basis, you can see these small circles. These are the time zones. And you can accordingly decide what time zones you want. Every 15-minute details you want to check, then this radar will have more number of circles. If you select 60 minutes, that means every hour, then this radar will have less number of circles. So the first always represent 9:15 to 9:30, then 9:30 to 10:30, and then now it is going to be 11:30. That is why you can see this third circle forming, right? So this, with the lightning speed, the traders can analyze the stocks. So the stocks which are here, you can see they have broke the day high. There were between 11:30, there were 285 stocks. And the moment you click on it, the list of stocks will be displayed. Right from here, you can buy or sell. Similarly, you want to see how many of them have broke R1, resistance 1. So you can see 36 stocks. The moment you click on it, it will immediately display the list of stocks, and you can make your purchase decision right here. As you expect that it might break R3, R2 as well and R3 as well, accordingly the things will be. Similarly, a trader is a person who not only takes advantage during the bull market, but it also takes advantage when there is a bearish market. So when you can, similarly, you can see out here the stocks which have been at 52-week low or have broken the day's low, followed by S1, S2 and S3. And on the right hand side, you can see the stocks are listed on the bullish event as well as bearish event, the stocks which have been crossed maximum number of events. So if it is this one, this first stock would be the stock which have been crossed. He have been qualified under gap up, breaking previous day's high. Similarly, day's high followed by R1, R2 and R3. So that's the beauty of this radar, that you can watch the stocks which is happening on a real-time basis with a lightning speed, and you can take an informed decision what exactly you want to, and accordingly you can take a call. And not only on this stock, if you want to know a specific sector wise, you can do a sectoral allocation right from here. Even you want to do some specific stock wise, you can do stock wise as well, right? This is how you can see the stock wise, and wherever you see the dots, that dot means those are the recent activity which has been happening. And in case if you want to customize these events, these parameters, you don't want 18 plus 9 plus 9 18, you simply want, say for example, only some 5 or 10 or something like that, or 8. You can just uncheck any of them, and accordingly you can customize it. So it is highly customized. Again, this is an ESC, NSE. You can similarly check in BSE as well, right? So this is radar. Now the most interesting part, the strategy builder, as this this webinar is all about. So let me show you where is that. You can directly go to strategies out here from the markets tab, the second last option. And here all you need is, you need to have your view and you need to enter your target price and date. So let's take an example. If I am bullish on Nifty, I'm saying, okay, this might go to 11,500 and my target is, say for example, by 23rd of Jan. These are the safety parameters. You can maximize and you can drag it as per your requirement. Say for example, my first priority is minimize the potential loss. My second priority is maximize the potential profit. Then I can accordingly drag and drop these filters, and I need to click here for strategies. Now this ProTerminal, within a fraction of seconds, it will quickly build the strategies for me and give me. So there are 5 strategies given to me: a bull call spread and a combination of long double vertical spread. And in this, it is showing me on 23rd Jan what would be my profit, what is the probability of my profit, what can be my maximum profit, and the payoff chart followed by the actionable. So in this, I have to take one call option and I have to sell one call option at so and so strike price with so and so premium to be paid. Similarly, if you are not comfortable with that one, you can go below, you can check other strategies and you can take your decisions accordingly, right? So this was on a index level. Now any stock, if it is there and you want to do on a stock specific as well, you can do that. Either you can enter the name of the stock out there, or let me show you. Say for example, let's take Yes Bank. You click on it, any stock that you click, you get the get code page on it. Right here you have a strategy option. You click on strategy, you enter what your expected price and your view is and the date, and click there for strategies. The strategies would be created, right? So this you are expecting that by 15th this will go to 170 odd, so being having a bearish view, and then you click on strategies, immediately it will show these are the strategies. So your profit expected is 4,072% of profit to be probability of profit, and these are the options you have to do. Put option, you have to sell one, you have to buy one, and then you have to sell one call and you have to buy one call. So similarly for other options are also available. You can accordingly take a call as per your requirement. And not only that, you can take more informed decision by clicking on FNO tab. We have a 15-minute strategy builder as well. In this 15-minute strategy builder, you can see what's happening since 9:15 in the morning. This can be available for any stock or index, which you can check from the stock page, or you can simply go out here, and from here as well you can check that what's been happening under this activity. So you click on this, maximize it. You can see since 9:15 onwards long built up have been created, then it was neutral, then short built up, then again long built up, and now short built up, and the price zone, number of contracts, number of squared off contracts, and the total traded contracts. So all these details are available out here. So this will help you to take some informed decision. And if you want to see the option chain, no need to go to NSE website. You simply click on option chain on any of the get code page, and of that stock you can see the option chain available out here and the various strike price. So this will be available on each of the stocks, whichever stocks that you're looking out, you can do that. Or else directly from this market tab under the option chain system, you can click on it and you can see on the indices wise or any other stock that you want to check that out on a specific expiry, which expiry you're looking out. You need to filter it out and accordingly you can do it, right? So that's how it will be helpful. Moreover, for advanced trader, we do have something called as a future rollover. So this future rollover is a tedious process. I'm sure our investors would be knowing it. It's a tedious process to calculate. ProTerminal gives you in one click. Right here, you can see what was the rollover, what is the previous rollover, and what has been 3 months average rollover. So all this information, you get it in one click. You can take it and you can take your informed decision. So in this way, ProTerminal will be helpful for both the investors who are traders, who are looking at short-term advantage, short-term benefits, or who wants to track the market on a real-time basis on a lightning speed. We have all this advanced customized watch list with index tracking tool, advanced charting tool with 89 studies, strategy builder, and radar for catching that lightning speed. Right. Similarly, for smart investors who wants to take an informed decision, we have health score, we have news on a stock level, on a portfolio level, as well as on a country level. Then recommendations from other broker consensus, peer group comparison, and screeners. Right. So I hope that this would be have been really a helpful session for you. Now we are open for Q&A. So for Q&A, I have Soni Patnaik with me, who's a product specialist in derivatives. So now we are open for Q&A, and let's see what questions our investors are having. So let me on the camera. So Soni, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ashish.
So let's see what questions we are getting.
Okay, the first question is from Mayank Gandhi, who's asking how I can know how can I know which is the best, call or a put option? See, Mayank, that would actually depend on mostly your view and what kind of strategy do you want to opt for. If you have a bullish view, you can buy a call. If you have a bearish view, you can buy a put option. Now that would depend on how long you have that view that you're holding, maybe for 2-3 days, and you can go for closer strike prices to get quicker profit out of it. If you have a barely longer period, longer time horizon, maybe like for a month or something, then you can go for deep out of the money contracts, which would have really less premium, so that you can hold on to those contracts. So basically, it all depends on what kind of view you have. And if you have a bullish view, you'll go for a call option buy. If you have a bearish view, you'll go for a put option buy. So which call and put option, to know more about what kind of strikes you should go for, what kind of other options that you have, and how these premiums will affect in option pricing, and your view. I think, Ashish, I've already covered this many times. So we've done a lot of series of derivative decoding derivative series webinar sessions. So you can go to one of those decoding derivative webinar sessions, which it's there in a YouTube channel, and you can understand this in a more detailed concept. So I think that's all I can say.
All right. Let's see the next question, what we have.
Okay, Mr. Atul Gupta is asking how these studies will help us. We have a lot of studies in ProTerminal. We have fundamental studies, we have technical studies, we have derivative studies. So basically, it can suit according to your investment, ideas. It may be for a day, it may be for, maybe for just trading purpose or investment purpose. We have health scores of stocks that you can check out for investment purpose. We have open interest data. We have rollovers data for people who are more into trading for short term in derivatives market. We have advanced charting tools. So, a lot of these studies can help you trade and invest as well for a short term to long term as well. So that's how we can say. Obviously, it's a little broad question because, studies could mean actually more of anything. So I hope that, we can get a little more detailed question out of it. Mr. Harish Pandey is asking, I have a portfolio of 5 lakhs. Can I use that against my trades as security instead of actual payment? Yes, Mr. Harish, for derivatives trading, you can have your stocks as collateral and use that as a margin to trade in derivatives. I think that is quite possible.
Yes.
For both futures and options. Let me clear that all well, sir. Mr. Ananda is asking, all that was in demo, this ProTerminal mobile app has those features.
All right. So, Mr. Ananda, ProTerminal mobile app is not having radar, all the features. See, it is under the development phase right now. But yes, very soon you can expect that things to come up on the mobile application. See, definitely there are requirements and basis that we have been doing. But yes, ProTerminal mobile app is there. It is not as advanced as it is desktop version, but it is at least available so that you don't miss out on the opportunity. But yes, we are working on that, and we will ensure that it comes up to the mark as well.
Right. Mr. Satvivada Srinivas Rao is asking, the sizing of the column when saved does not remain static on saving. So I think he's referring to the sizing of the column. So I think it's more important is to save your studies instead of sizing and resizing the columns and rows. That can be done. Obviously, I don't think that's a part of these studies that we're trying to cover over here. However, we would like to analyze this, and maybe we'll take back to the vendor and see if something can be done for this part as well.
Okay.
How R1, R2, R3 is calculated, and can existing user access ProTerminal? R1, R2, R3 is your resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. So how it's calculated, it's more of a technical study of how it is calculated, like based on how the stock price has moved against volume, and that's more of a technical. It's an algo, it's a logic that's placed behind this. So how it is calculated, it's more like basically how we analyze from charts itself to understand that this is the resistance and this is a support point. So similarly, we have some logic placed by a vendors. So these resistance levels can be auto calculated. So it basically works the same as and when you would spot it in the chart. So it's almost the same. So I think it has logic to do with how the past prices and volumes have traded up. Now again, Mr. Srinivas Rao is asking the radar for FNO is not available. Okay, we have radar for all the cash equity stocks, and let me clarify. All the stocks that are there in the FNO are also there in the equity stocks. So the 209 stocks that are there in FNO also there in those equity stocks. So specifically, just for FNO stocks, only to show futures does not make a difference in radar, because it's mostly a broader coverage of all the equity stocks. So if you're looking for any of these particular stock, like maybe Dabur, you're seeing in you can see Dabur if it's showing you any kind of signal, or any other stock, so you know that Dabur is also there in FNO stock, so you can trade it in cash as well as in FNO stock.
Right.
Mr. Tapan Chaturvedi is asking where to access the past webinars. I think Ashish, can you?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Tapan, this webinar would be available to watch in case if you have missed the earlier part. Yeah, after a couple of hours, it will be available on the same link from where you have joined. You have received that link on your email, right? So from there, you can simply click on join again. And after a couple of hours, you can enter your details and you can view the recording. However, we also have our YouTube channel. I request all our viewers simply go to YouTube, type in HDFC Securities, subscribe to our channel, and there are various web options on the top like home, videos, and playlist. You need to click on playlist. Under that, there is an option of webinars. You click on webinars and you can see all the past webinars that has been uploaded out there.
Do we have any session for learners? Some of the terms like rollovers, how to read charts is asked by Rakesh Jain. Yes, Mr. Rakesh, we have done a series of beginners sessions to make people understand of what is derivative, what are these charts, and what are rollovers, what are options, futures, any basic understanding that you can have relating to derivatives we've covered. So just go to our YouTube channel, subscribe for the HDFC Securities webinar. You'll get a series, a list of all the webinars that we've done till date, not only specific to ProTerminal or derivatives, we've covered all of the products as well. So yes, you can get you can go for decoding derivatives session. So you'll have decoding derivatives 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we've covered all these sessions, all the understanding of derivatives, including rollovers, as you asked.
Right. Mr. Emil is asking there is some issue in the browser. That shouldn't be the case. That depends upon what platform from which device you are using it, whether it is your tablet, or you're using from mobile itself, or you're using from your laptop, that's your MacBook. So please give just put a mail across at digital support@hdfcsec.com. So Mr. Emil, you just mail your query along with the screenshot, if you have. Our digital team will definitely get in touch with you and will ensure that the issue is resolved.
Okay, Mr. Mayank is asking, how can we know the market and broker view on index on ProTerminal? See, we have a series of information in ProTerminal. You can go for you can go for heat maps that we have. It will give you color classification of red and green to understand which stocks are performing better. We have sentiment analysis, which will give you an overall sentiment analysis of across all the sectors, of how the sectors are performing. That's also color classified to make it easy for you. We have advanced charting tools for you. We have screeners for you that will give you any stock alert if a stock is crossing any resistance levels, maybe, or any other unusual activities, maybe support, so you can understand the trend. But the easiest way for you to capture the trend of any stock in the market would be through our latest new feature, that is Radar. So Radar, as Ashish has already covered, has 9 bullish and 9 bearish stocks. So you can just, the trends are there already. You just have to place your cursor on those indicators, those trends, to understand if any stocks are there in that particular block, any particular indicator, you can trade accordingly. So that is much more easier and simply classified. Apart from that, we have options, strategies, we have rollover analysis and everything is all the information are there. And you can also visit a past webinar sessions. We have done a very detailed session on ProTerminal before also, where we've covered each feature in details. What each feature can do for you, we've covered that in details. Just catch up on any of a ProTerminal video and you get through it.
Great. Ms. Sashina is asking how to get started with ProTerminal. So ma'am, you simply need to visit our trading portal. Just click on ProTerminal over there and you should get access to it. If you do not have access, then yes, there is a subscription process. You need to subscribe for it. And see, as I said earlier, normally the trading softwares are costing between 15 to 20,000 rupees, the kind of that only gives the charting analysis. But this software, which is comprising of everything, at present at a discounted price, we are giving it 1,999. So you can get it at 1,999.
So then
now we'll take the last question considering the time constraint.
Okay, can existing users use ProTerminal? Everyone can use ProTerminal. It's there for everyone.
Yes, it's there for everyone.
Yeah. So we'll take I think Mirza is asking a comparatively better question. I am a short-term investor. How can I use Screener to find these stocks which are creating some type of technical indications or patterns so that I can study the charts and take investment decisions? I think that's perfectly what ProTerminal is for. To understand those screeners, we have screeners separately under the markets tab option. We have screeners for equity and F&O. But to make it even more simply, more user friendly and give you a visual representation of those screeners, we have come up with a latest feature called Radar. So Radar already shows you 9 bullish and 9 bearish stocks. So you have those indicators with you. You want to understand which are the stocks that has gone to the day's high and opened with a gap up. So you can just click on that particular indicator. You'll get the list of stocks. You can trade from it. You can even go to charts from Radar itself by clicking on that stock, and you get a small chart button. You can do that also. So I think everything is there in Radar itself. To get into much more details of screeners, we have under the markets option, we have equities and F&O. We have screeners and screeners available under equities and F&O. So you can go to those screeners and you would get, maybe for example, if let's say, Dabur is crossing resistance 1, so it will give you that alert, Dabur is crossing resistance 1. Now, the moment we know that any stock that crosses a resistance 1, it will obviously try to reach that resistance 2 level. So you can trade accordingly. So we have screeners separately for you. We have a visual representation of these screeners in Radar as well. So you can combine both of these, and I think that will help you to take the best informative decision.
Right. So before we end, again, a quick question. There is 1,999 is a monthly charge, or what are the charges that has been asked? I'm so sorry that I haven't said that. This 1,999 is an annual charge, so it is for 1 year, and you can simply, even you can contact your relationship manager, or you contact your branch manager, I would say HDFC Securities, and if there is any special promotion running on or something that sort of is there, maybe because when we launched this as a part of promotion at some areas, it was given complimentary as well. So I would suggest you please connect with them, and definitely if there is something which can be done, we would be definitely doing. But as far as 1,999 is concerned, for a year, if I would be a customer, I would not mind paying, because this is something, it is giving too much of value addition to me when it comes to seeking the informations available, right? Whether it is equity, whether it is F&O, whether it is news across the country, whether it is other broker consensus, whether it is F&O strategies, what is happening on a day built up type, and all those things.
And even whether it's intraday or positional, like someone's asking. So I think meet anything.
Everything, anything and everything, I would say. So if you have ProTerminal, you don't have to go elsewhere, or not even on NSE and BSE websites. Option chain, future rollover percentage, 3 months average, everything is quite available out there, right? So that is how it is. So that's it for now, viewers. Thank you so much for joining. I hope the session was helpful for you. If it was, you have a raising hand option. Quickly raise your hand so that I can understand that this was really helpful session for you all. Soni, thank you so much for joining in today. It was really great, and the questions have been asked by the investors was quite interesting. And out here we can see Mr. Chirag Shah, Mr. Ankesh Maheshwari, Mr. Harish Pandey, who is raising the hands. They find that it was quite helpful. Mr. Muttut, Mr. Anand, Mr. Apurva, Mr. Srinath, and so on. Thank you so much, viewers. It was great being a part of the session today. Stay tuned on this page on our website. Of webinar column is there on our website, wherein we come up with interesting topics every day. We have some interesting topics out there. So I'll just show you on our homepage. There is HDFC Securities. There is a webinar icon here. You need to click on it. The moment you click on it, this is how it would be displayed. And here you can find that tomorrow we are doing ELSS for tax saving purpose, and then we have something on NCD, because see, whatever may be the case, we always should have a diversified portfolio, which has been recommended for all the investors. Equity, non-equity, for fixed income, long term, for everywhere you have to diversify. So that is what we will be doing it tomorrow and day after. right? So thank you so much for joining in, and I wish all of you have a great day ahead. And with ProTerminal, trade like a pro.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ashish.
Thanks.